So, hey guys, and welcome to Dovetail Games Train Simulator. So, back in the old train sim, back in the classic, and today, taking control of a new route that I picked up not too long ago. So I picked up in the Steam Summer Sale, and it's one that I have enjoyed a lot playing in my own free time, and that is the Frankfurt U-Bahn. So I've done it a few times in my own time, done some of the routes, and started learning all of that. And like I say, today, hopefully a chance to actually showcase it on stream. So, a little bit of background. The Frankfurt U-Bahn originally starts off as a tramway system. It got heavily crowded, heavily overloaded, and by the 1960s they decided to rebuild a lot of it. So, it was a tram network. It then became a light railway system, and then a metro system in the end. So, it follows a lot of the original path, follows a lot of the roads, but now has about just under 60% of it underground, with the core section going through the main city, being moved out of the way. But towards the outskirts of the city, it is still a tram network at heart. And yeah, it's a very, very fun one to drive. So we'll get started with a route. Go for the U8 first of all. Heidelberg to Sudenbahnhof. We'll start that, and we'll start getting some of these services going. Welcome Leo, how you doing? Welcome Connor, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Now, as always with Train Sim, because I'm going to have the third rails map on screen, you try and get a way to kind of position everything to make it all look worthwhile. Got some water on me as well, so hopefully no dry mouth today. Also, for those tuning in on Mixer, today is the last day of Mixer, so the network owned by Microsoft has met an untimely end, and as of today, today's his last day before it shuts down for good. So, bit of a shame for that, because it was when Mixer started out as an independent platform, it grew like crazy. It was doing rather well. It had a name for itself. Then Microsoft took it over and tried to grow it in a not so straightforward way. Didn't work out so well for them, so they tried to bring some of the top streamers from Twitch over, so Ninja for example, Stroud for example, a few others as well. Brought over 2.5 million viewers, but again, didn't quite get there. And, Chris Deadstick, how you doing, man? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, and then ultimately the platform as a whole just kind of went, so, yeah, today is last day of Mixer. Okay, how am I doing? I'm not doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad. It's Thursday at the moment. Nearing the end of the week. Nearing a bit of freedom at the end of that. What am I doing this weekend? Volunteering at the railway. So, yeah, I'll be doing some gardening both days. No holidays yet. No trips planned. Although, hopefully, now that the world is starting to open up again and that the virus numbers started dropping, maybe worth considering a trip at some point in the near future, but we'll see. I don't want to jump into things too early. So currently loading the U8 at the moment. As always, a train simulator takes a couple moments to load, especially when you're running OBS alongside it. But hey, that didn't take too long. So yeah, let's get straight ready to go, shall we? Ooh, frame rates actually not too bad. It was just loading. Okay, take control of this cab. We shall turn on the battery. We shall raise the pantograph and close the circuit breaker. Stick train into forwards. Initial speed is 25 kilometers an hour. So let us get some movement in. Just adjust the volumes 2 seconds, so you guys can hear me properly, as well as the train in the background. Also, we'll start the tracker. There we go. Getting a little bit too fast. That's much better. Welcome, Yosef. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing today? And welcome to our first station of Heidelberg. So we'll pull into the station, we'll set up the destination displays and all that while passengers are boarding before we make our way to the rest of the route. So nice and slowly come to our halts, right hand doors, And let's program the train. So the U8 is 98. Okay, and the destination is Bahnhof 712. And there we have it. Destination display set. I do love this train as well. The actual destination and number system here as well. Very similar to what you got in OMSI's, the bus control panel. And having it working in Train Sim is just fantastic. I love this. Train number... Do we have a train number that we should be corresponding to? If not, I'll just pick one that I like. Okay, 23. First name that comes to my head. We are train number 23. Close the doors. And let's now get going. See, it's up to 50 now, so we get a chance to stretch our legs a little bit. Oops, going a little bit too fast now. So, like I say, the Frankfurt U-Bahn, it is a tram network at heart. It started off as a tram network. Then when the line became too overcrowded and too full, they rebuilt a lot of it underground, especially through the core centre of it. And now serves as a light railway system. So it is a U-Bahn, but it's a cross between light rail and tram. Kind of similar to actually what we have in the UK, or what we have in London at the moment with the Croydon tram link, where we call it a tram, but in reality it's a light rail. Here they call it a U-Bahn, but in reality it's more of a tram. Welcome to Uni Campus Heidelberg. And so, with the route, you got a series of trains that come with it. In this case, we were driving the Bombardier stock. You have gone, I think it's now the Siemens stock as well that you have running on the line, and a couple of others as well. So we'll go through the list at the end of this scenario. I'm sure once we pass something like the U3, we'll actually be able to spot some of the older stock as well. Destination displays do all work as well, all functional as they should be. Which again, is just another of those details that really make this route stand out. Very good for what it is. Right, let's get going. Again, 50 miles per hour. I don't want to go too fast. Here we go. Here comes the tram heading the other way. You are a U9 service. So the U8 and the U9 come down to Heidelberg. And will soon be branching onto another line as well. So as we get closer to the core, more lines do start to come together. We're going downhill around some sharp turns, so I put a little bit of braking just to monitor our speeds. So far, so good. Next station is Nida Park. So crossing over the roads there. And we're going train to the not to the end of the platform, but we are running 2 train sets. So we're heading down to the H2 stop board. Open our inside doors. So a single set. Maybe I'm wrong there. Yeah, a 4-car set. Usually they come in 2x2, the trains. Yeah, as you can see where in the middle it's a slightly longer gangway. Essentially, this is where the train splits down the middle. With some of the older stock where there's no gangway between the end of the cars, you'll be able to see where the thing starts and ends. Welcome Sam, welcome Reese, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat, how you both doing today? Right, doors closed, let's get going. believe it's still 50 at the moment. No, we're actually up to 60, so we'll be able to speed up a little bit more now. I'm not doing too bad. So far, so good. Another level crossing there. And our next station of Weissenau, just up ahead. That's a U3, I believe. So yeah, you can see it's 2x2 sets. And in this case, it's running a 6-car train with 3 of them attached to one another. Yeah, we're going a little bit too short there, sorry. That'll do. So yeah, the H on the floor, that just means Holz. It's a Holz board. So that there, yes, U3, it's an older rolling stock. But all operated by VGF, the, I'm not sure what it stands for, but basically it's the public authority that runs all the Frankfurt's public transports. Are you going to do any other... I will do some Train Sim World 2 videos. I'm mainly waiting for actually Train Sim World 2 to release. If there's no sim out yet, there's not really much for me to actually do at this time. So, expect Train Sim World 2. Just got to wait to actually use it first. But I can tell you now, I am very excited for the release of TSW2. Especially London Undergrounds, because that's a local line for me. Also for the ICE, because now we get some proper high-speed railway going, which is, again, something I'm very excited for. With the Frankfurt U-Bahn, it is the one thing that a fair few people have actually complained about looking at Steam reviews. It's not the smoothest run. There are moments where you get a few lag spikes. Ultimately, it's just a very detailed map running in different chunks, so again, running the OBS with it, it's never going to help, but overall, the Frankfurt U-Bahn is a fantastic route and one that I've absolutely loved playing since I've started. Next station, Zieleweg. Yes, so Train Sim World 2 has been delayed to the 20th of August, and no longer will release on the 2nd as it originally was. Which for me just means it's going to be a very busy week, because on Tuesday of that week, so Train Sim World 2 released on Thursday the 20th, on Tuesday the 18th, we also have a Microsoft Flight Simulator releasing as well on the same week. It's a busy week for simulator fans, that's for sure. Trains and planes all together at once. But as I say, I am very, very excited for it. It's been 14 years since I bought a Microsoft Flight Simulator. 14 years. We don't talk about flights, that one never happened. And also for Train Sim World 2 again. It's a good week for simulation coming up. And one that I am very excited to do some stuff for. Right, so not too far now. We will soon be entering the tunnels that go underneath the city centre. So, at the moment we're on the outskirts of Frankfurt. Like I said, the closer we get to the centre, we'll eventually see ourselves dipping underground and running in the light rail bits. There you go, so now we're running through a Vgf Depot. So you've got trams and buses all sticking out here. So you can see there's actually a bus area to the right, bus depot. And quite a major station as well, so a few lines do branch off out of here. Anyways, welcome to... Once we stop... Welcome to Heidenheim. Because I think you saw on YouTube about last Virgin Trains. Yes. So during the last day of Virgin Trains last year, I decided to catch the very last train that ran into London. So it wasn't the very last Virgin train, but the very last train that went into London, which turns out it wasn't in the end. There's actually a train that came in slightly later afterwards, but it was full of unhappy football fans after Manchester City lost the game. But again, we don't talk about that. Yes, I did a few videos on the last Virgin Trains. I also did a documentary on ITV about it as well, which, again, a few people know about. A few people actually saw me on YouTube from that TV series, but if you haven't seen it yet, there's a series on ITV called The Station. It was 3-parter, and in part 3, I had a piece on there about Virgin Trains, which, again, very cool. But, yes, I was on the very last Virgin Train service. Welcome, Lynn, how you doing? Welcome to Channel Chat, sorry I missed you there. How are you doing? Next station, Weissenstein coming up next. Weissenstein. Ooh, actually, we'll go back to that as well. The signal we just passed. So, for those of you who don't know about how tram signals work, I can explain it to you. So, let me see, has the tram signal changed colour now that you passed it? Answer is yes. Okay, so there are 3 aspects: horizontal, diagonal, and straight. If it's horizontal, it means stop, because it means that there's traffic horizontally crossing. So if you see a horizontal line, assume there's traffic going horizontally, or in this case we've passed it and therefore the traffic will pass. As the train will pass the signal, it will change now as well. Yes, it has. If it's diagonal, then essentially it means go if clear. So if there's no cars going around, no cars indicating go around you, if it's clear, feel free to proceed. And if it's a straight line that goes vertical, then it means that the track is clear and the line is straight ahead. So at the moment, since we've already passed it, it's going to be a horizontal line. If we head over to the one in front of us, it's a clear line, so the line is horizontal. Right, let's get going. Weissenstein, we're now departing, and after the station we enter the tunnel. So now entering the more city centre of Frankfurt. And so in order to get out of the way of traffic, we're going to now dip underground and go underneath the roads for a little bit. Welcome Swati, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Oh yes, and also trains come with a bell, not a standard horn. Oh, I'm mistaken about the track dipping. Is it the next station that we go underground? Well, Lindenbaum is our next station. It was called The Station, Trouble on the Tracks. But if you search for The Station, you should be able to find it. The series originally followed East Midlands Trains. It was East Midlands Trains plus Birmingham International Station, but then the Virgin Trains thing happened at the exact same time as the series was recording, and so they decided to kind of branch off to that as well. It's like I say, episode 3, that's the one I make an appearance on the segment about Virgin Trains. Right, let's get going. Yeah, still 60 miles per hour at the moment, so chance to speed up. Once we're underground, there are some sections of track that go up to 80, but not too many. It's usually the longer straighter bits. Again, any lag spikes you do spot, I do apologise for. That's just the map loading in the next section, next chunks. And because of the amount of detail that are in these chunks, it does start to kill your frame a little bit. I mean, looking at the road down here, I mean, this looks fantastic. Hugelstrasse, the station. Yeah, like I say, it's a fantastic looking route. The level of detail all throughout it is just phenomenal. Massive thank you to Matt Pels, and he recommended it to me. Oh, here we go. So, U-Bahn station. There is an underground bit, I believe. Just not... Okay, there is an underground bit on this line, but not actually modelled as part of the route, as you can tell. Okay, actually, we've got a little bit further to go until we do the underground tunnel. Our destination also being on the other side of the city, so here. It's not a massive route then, I must say. Oh well, doors are closed. Close the doors, let's get going. So a bit of a staggered platform there. There's the northbound Strasse. There's a U1 service. Fritz Tarnhofstrasse. Next station, Fritz Tarnhofstrasse. Good evening, More Games. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How are you today? I like this guy here. He's very relaxed. And so there's no dedicated internal view for the passengers, I'm afraid. So if I was inside here, I couldn't go to the passenger section. But it's not too bad at the end of the day. Like I say, the level of detail you get in the train with the cab as well. I've even got a wheelchair user. Don't get too many of those in Train Simulator. Yeah, the level of detail inside the cab. Then you've got your functional electric panels over on the left there. A lot of these buttons also work as well, so you can close the door. Got blinkers left and right as well. I said blinker. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot to this train and just something like that I just adore. I believe some of the other rolling stock as well in this map. Same family as the London DLR, which runs out of Docklands, so some commonality in that as well for me. I'm not doing too bad. So far so good. It's a Thursday. One more day of work left this week. Next station is Doornbos. Doornbos. Ah, here we go. This is where we then go underground. So we'll stop the train now. We'll let passengers board and deboard. So as you can see just ahead of us there, that's the tunnel. So we do actually go undergrounds now. We now dip into the city centre. So you can see the scenery on the surface is not so much. But if you go underground somewhere, if we can just, there we go. You can see the route does continue on for quite a bit in the distance. A lot of these stations underground as well. Very detailed, if not too detailed. Can you do West Coast Main Line from Euston to Tring? I can do at some point. I definitely can do. Am I going to buy Train Simulator 2? Absolutely. There's no reason for me to not get it. It's the next step in Train Sim worlds, and it comes with London Underground and OSE, two routes that I am absolutely in love with. So, yes, I'm getting TSW2, don't you worry. Alright, welcome to the tunnels. in the next stream. In the next stream I'm going to be doing will be a flight sim. Next Wednesday will be train sim. We'll see. We'll see. I'll have a look at the route, how long it takes. I'll try and plan it all and all that. If it works, then yeah, I could definitely do a train service. That'll be in the 350 East West Midlands, wouldn't it? Right, welcome to our first underground station. And so I believe U-Bahn actually is back on the surface again. We're not going to be underground for the entirety of the service. But right now we are in the core section, which is this round bit of track in the middle. And that forms the underground section of Frankfurt. They're going to level the detail in these underground stations, especially on Train Sim 2020. This is the older sim, it's just... It is fantastic. They must have taken so long, the developers, to put this all together for a route that I'd say is worth it. So that was Michael Aklinsale. Speeding still at 60, so I'm going to slow down a tiny bit. No worries, Reese. Take care. Talk to you later. Welcome to Hollershausenstrasse. Hollershausenstrasse. So next train on the track will be here in 2 minutes. This is U8, so it's a train that we're currently running, although going to Heidenheim. You're hooking up a little... how have you put 2 and 2 together? Yes, that would have been Matthew Streeton's... That would have been Matthew Streeton's videos on the Rice Pardo Railway. How have you put 2 and 2 together? That is phenomenal. How are you doing, Frazix? How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How do you know who I am where I am? That's just made my day. Thank you for much for that, Frazix. That really has made my day. Yes, so, for those who don't know, I'm a volunteer at the Rice Pardo Railway. And so, well, I'm not a driver yet, I do a lot of guarding. And, yeah, we run a little train that heads around the Rice Reservoir. So, I'm down there most weekends. I was surprised when I see you, has double check. Fair play. So, I presume you then know a little bit about Matthew Streeton as well, the Thameslink head of customer information, and as a result, the guy who's in a lot of Jeff Marshall's videos. He's a nice guy. I do like Matt. Very good to talk to, I must say. Guntenbergweg, current station. Let's get going. No, I wonder who else then has recognised me from that video then. I mean, I didn't even make that much of an appearance in it as well. You see my hands messing around with the couplings? You kind of see me from the distance when the train's reversing. The only time you really get to see is when I'm actually doing like the guiding bit when the train comes together. You don't see much of my face, so you must have done rather well to have swamped me there, I must admit. Not what I'd expected. Alright, passing through a deep level train depot. So some services will terminate and they'll then dock train up on the left there. Next station is Escheisenheimer Tor. Eisenheimer Tor. Eisenheim, I don't know. I'm not going to get this one. Eisenheim, I don't know. I'm not going to attempt this anymore. Eschenheimer, got it. Eschenheimer Tor. It wasn't even that difficult in the end. Eschenheim, Einsteinheimer Tor. Got it. Einsteinheimer Tor. So, not too many stops now till we reach our destination. We've got a couple more to go. 5. And afterwards, I think we'll do a route on one of the older trains as well. I think the U6 are some of the older rolling stock, so we'll definitely give that one a go. Right, welcome to Hauptwacht. There are actually a couple of levels. In fact, I believe the second level actually is modelled. Yes, it is. This is another train that goes by. And also the S-Bahn as well, I believe. This is one of the longer platforms, is it? Just confirm. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, I'll try and find a service that goes on the high level of Hauptwacht. I can check the train numbers here, can I? U6 and 7, okay. We'll do a U6 or 7 then next. Because part of that route I do very much enjoy, and that's running alongside the mainline trains. So we'll make use of that. Can you do the U9? Sure, we could do the U9 at some point as well, definitely. Let's have a look at the maps. Like I said, at some point I want to do the U6 or 7, probably the 6. You want to do the U9, which starts up. Hang on, the map's not easiest to understand, especially at low resolution like this. That's a 5, that's a 4, that's a 2. One of them. It's one of them. There's a U1. U9 looks like it actually goes a bit further away of everything else. So now crossing the river, it goes through Frankfurt. And so we're going to go downhill for a little bit, it gets a bit steeper. Down a little bit as well, and it's like climbing again because we're underneath the river beds. Next station, Schweizer Garden coming up next. Schweizer Gartenstrasse. Oh, on the few stations we actually open up on the left-hand side, an island platform. And again, just the level of detail on all these stations is just sublime. I don't know how long it's taken the developers to make this map. This is not a Dovetail built map. It is a third-party route, but definitely one of the better ones for sure. I mean, the level of detail and all of it, the level of complexity in the locos is fantastic. For like, what was it? It's 30 quid, £30, but I picked it up for 20 in the Steam Summer Sale. Very late to be here. No, it's Finley. No, don't you worry at all. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. You're never late to a Drawyah stream. You can pop in, disappear whenever you want. I'm not here to destroy Wolf being 2 minutes late or whatever. How are you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Next station, our final station, Südbahnhof, where this train terminates. All change, please. So, bring train to the end, we'll let everyone disembark, and then we drive into the depot at the end of the platform, so it's not completely over yet. There you go. Bitte nicht Einstein. This train ends. Something on those lines. And so, right above us is then Frankfurt's main station, or main south station. Oh, you've got the old historical photos up as well. Very nice indeed. Oh, and there's the old tram railway that you saw on that as well. Again, the level of detail that this route has to offer is fantastic. If you're looking for a good hybrid tram route on Train Simulator, then I do recommend this one highly. If you're looking for any route, to be fair, I recommend it highly. It's just that good. Alright, welcome to the depot. Whoops. And then, just like that, we're done. So we're going to stop here for a few moments. Eventually, the driver will then change cab, face the other end, and that will bring to an end this service. So we'll let the clock time out. It's not incomplete. We didn't miss a station, but I think we may have actually left one or two slightly early than we should have done. But hey, it is what it is. Let's just see. 20 out of 21. We missed one stop somewhere. Not too sure. Anyway, let's end the route. So we'll quickly set it up on here. Route is U-Bahn Frankfurt main V2. Scenario was U8 Riedberg to Südbahnhof. Do apologise, this is the boring bit. But hey, for those who watch my flight sim streams, then you know I do this all the time as well. And ads. Right, let's head over to the main menu. Oh, so that's how you go back as a map button. Right, head over to drive. I still want to do the U7, but I got request to do the U9, so we shall do the U9 next. Let's have a look. Siemens Duag U4, so that's an older stock. We have got the Bombardier Flexity Swift, which is what we just drove. So we'll go for the U4. We'll go for the older stock for this next scenario. So we'll start that. I will pause you 2 seconds. We'll start up the next scenario, and then we'll jump and start the next routes. This is the same as what the game is on tablet. This is on the same route. You've just noticed it's called Sim. Yeah, so Sim is... It's not the same simulator, so Sim is a BVE. So Boso View Express, it's a Japanese train simulator that has run for about 20 years. Then someone created a spin-off called OpenBVE, which is a open source freeware version of BVE. It can run all the original routes as well as some new ones. And then Sim is a mobile port of BVE. So it runs BVE 2 and 4 routes. Doesn't run OpenBVE, I'm afraid. That is a whole separate spin-off later on. But Sim is a BVE train sim, and I wouldn't be surprised if it has got some of the Frankfurt stuff as well. So, well, if it's there, I'll have a look at it, because, like I say, I am really enjoying this route. I have got a lot of the London Underground stuff ported over, so I've got the Victoria line, Central line, and Jubilee lines working all properly. I think I've got one other one as well. I'm not quite sure which one though. But yeah, if you're looking for a decent little train sim, then Sim is it's a nice way to go. Look at that old whistle board. Right, so we'll let the route loads, and we'll jump right into it. There we go. So we'll start tracking now. How do I tell it's a new route? Oh, here we go. I'm not quite sure. There's a lot to the Third Horizon map that I don't quite understand, so let's just reopen a new one. We'll get started. Right, I'll take control of the cab. We'll start a new tracking route. There we go. We shall start on the battery, pantograph up and circuit breaker closed. We shall program the route. This is a U9, so that'll make it number 99. And yeah, our destination is Nida Park. (713). I do apologise, it's so tiny up there. I can barely see it, but it's 713 for Nida Park. Right, let's pick a train number as well. Anyone in the chat, pick a number between 1 and 99. While I wait for you guys, I shall, well, just prepare the train ready to go. So, right hand side doors. Start the boarding process. Anyone at all. Trying to convert Jubilee line. But the cable only isn't that good. 85 sounds good to me. Train number 85. There you go. It says on the right there, and it should now say on the front of the train as well. Yes, it does. It's not too difficult to port over the routes. I mean, some of them may perhaps just don't work. There are some routes that, the way they're built, not compatible with Sim, so you do miss out on those ones. Right, close the doors, and let's get going. So we're driving the older Siemens train. This is a older rolling stock, much older rolling stock. We're only running a 2-car set today, so single loco run. Speed limit right now is 40, so we'll keep that in mind. Still got the whistle, so the bell. Still got the bell. Next, well, first station is Nida Park. Nida Park. The brakes on this are slightly not very strong. I must remember that for the next station. Ooh, does this have the feature? Okay, so it does. What we can do, instead of opening all the doors, we can just unlock all the doors. So it opens, well, it unlocks them all, and then the passengers press the button on the doors to actually open and close them. So usually it's used for the surface stations. They will then eventually close after like 30 seconds as well as part of the doors program to keep the heat in. But yeah, some trains do have this extra feature as well, which I do quite like. Doors also close on their own as well, so also another way to kind of determine when passengers have all boarded, when everyone's ready to depart. Up to 70 now speed limits, so it's time to start stretching its legs a little bit, this little loco. So it's quite a jumpy little one as well. Kind of just bounced around the tracks there. Next station, Rommerstadt. Rommerstadt. There we go. And so, like we did last time, we shall use the selective door opening. So you can see, only 2 doors will open now. Other doors will open, and then passengers board and deboard through the doors depending on their position on the train. At this point, we'll then be dipping underground, so we're pretty much now within the city centre of Frankfurt. Who else is this? U9 and the U1, which we spotted earlier on as well, actually. So, only 2 lines to come to this part of the city. Still 70, down to 60 actually. Be very careful as well, as the Siemens train does like to pick up speed, especially on the downhill portions of tracks. So, a bit more on the brakes, a bit more management around that. Just try and keep the train a bit more stable. Next station, Nordwest Zentrum. Nordwest Zentrum, Northwest Centre. Although on the ground now, we actually be able to open all the doors without any problem. There we go, the other U1 now departing. It's the same rolling stock, yes it is. So you're going to Heidenheim, which is a bit more south of where we started off. Oops. That was a bit of a jump there, wasn't it? Actually left the rails for a little bit. Right, so carry on. Next station, Heidenheim Landstrasse coming up next. It is a surface station. We are going to be back in the sun for a little bit again. Also much quieter outside tunnels as well. Sound reverberations don't bounce off the walls so much, and therefore a lot more peaceful up here. Yeah, so you can see where the tunnel scenery is. Over here, it's actually quite a busy centre here in Frankfurt. It's not the main central part of the city, but certainly one that opens up a bit. Got a few shops out here, a few roads and plazas. Again, it's a very, very pretty map. The level of detail and everything is just fantastic, and again, one that I do very much enjoy using. Right. So I believe we're going to go to the left here now. Yes, we are. And our next station, Weisenau, should be just around the corner. So this is actually a station we stopped at on the first run. You see that train there is waiting for us because he's going to go straight on the U3 to Bahnhof, where we also terminated. So this is a bit of the track that we've already been on in the previous scenario. He's now departing as well, and we come to a halt. Certainly a peaceful station. Not too much going on here apart from a few... well, there's some houses over there. There really is just nothing going on here. Very peaceful, I must say. Alright, doors will close. Bell will ring. And train moves forward. Next station, Nida Park. Welcome, Lucas. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. How are you today? How are you? It's a little bit busier here. People actually living in this station, so that they used to actually use it. There's another little supermarket shop type building. Again, very peaceful. Sound of an aeroplane somewhere in the distance. Very quiet. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. So we're going to go straight on now. And we're following now the same path that we took from the U8 earlier. So we terminated at the same station. Actually, do we? Maybe not. Let's have a look. No. We go via Calabach. We actually continue to go a little bit further before terminating at Eichenbach. The limit is 60 at the moment, so we'll keep to that. In a couple of moments, start slowing down for Uni Campus Heidelberg. Signal's clear, always good to see. And let's start slowing down. Cool. These will actually open quite quickly this time, so obviously maybe, well, if it's a uni campus, then of course you can have a lot of people who use public transport here, as opposed to drive. I'm not quite sure where the University of Frankfurt is in relation to this station, but I can't imagine it being too far away. Nice bit of green there, nice big park campus. Next station is Heidenheim. So, here, like I say, where the U8 will terminate. We're going a little bit further, just a couple of stops. In fact, what train is that just leaving now? It is a U9, so same service as us. So over here you've got a siding, where in fact there is a U8 currently waiting now. You depart in a couple of minutes, and then we go at the other side. A bit of downhill traction, so I must again remember, try not to lose control of this train. "13 minutes behind. Catch up, man." Welcome back, Oofberry. That's an oof right there. 67. Don't worry, for our next train we'll be 67. We'll use your number. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. We're down to 50 at the moment, so we definitely are speeding right now as we glide down this hill. A little bit more on the brakes. There, that'll do me. So let's go down to this road here. Let's watch our train go past. Very nice indeed. Oops, no, don't want that. I don't want that either. Well, destination, not too far away. About a mile and a half away. Down there is a... well, that's into part of the Autobahn. You look like you're a train also waiting for us to cross first before we can depart. U2 to Swordbahnhof. There's quite a few trains to Swordbahnhof, I must admit. More than I was expecting. Anyways, our next station coming up now at Calabach. Calabach. So at this point, now pretty much outside of Frankfurt, and now starting to head towards more of the rural towns. Level crossings do work. Vehicles here were waiting for our train to pass before being able to clear. I believe the signals then should also match as well. So yeah, horizontal line, because the traffic is crossing at both sides. When the train does approach, barriers will then close, and the signal will then show likewise. Right, I believe our next station is our final station. Yeah, next station, final station, and then we pull into the siding. Oh, I wonder then. If I stop accelerating a bit, has that train then moved the... Yeah, it goes. So the train's now stopped, the barriers are down, the cars have stopped, and the line's now horizontal because traffic will allow the train to go straight. Again, the level of detail this brute comes with is fantastic. Definitely up there, some of the best on the train simulator at the moment. U2 next. Next scenario we'll be doing is the U7. This is part of the U7 that I do really like. I kind of want to share with you guys as well. So we'll do the U7, and then afterwards we'll do the U2. Bonnemas Mitte. Bonnemas Mitte. Mitte. Reminds me of something. Can't remember what. What was the Finnish word Mitte mean? I remember it being said quite a few times I was in Finland during winter. Mitte. Alright, let's get going. So, next station, Nida Gleis 1, and then Nida Abstibiles, which is the siding. There's also a few more stations to go further on as well. I'm not sure which scenario in particular goes on that. Yeah, enjoy the German countryside. We're so far away from Frankfurt now. Actually, we've driven so far just under 10 kilometers the route from start to finish. So we're about maybe 2 or 3 kilometers from the Frankfurt's outskirts. But right now we are in a different town altogether. Not really within Frankfurt's. So yeah, coming towards Bad Homburg at this point. Nida Park. I must say, Leo, this was a good route suggestion. I very much enjoyed this one. I haven't actually done it myself yet in the practice runs, so thank you very much for that. I rather enjoyed that. Nice and slowly, we'll clear the signal. Barrier should then rise, and the train will then be able to, the cars will then be able to pass. Perhaps not. This is another train that's waiting to pass. Perhaps maybe that one in the siding right now. Anyhow, yeah. Oh, there we go. They've just been cleared. So I'll give it a few seconds, because again the train will be terminating here. Bitte auf Zuschall achten. We'll then close the doors. And then we'll stable the train in the siding before doing our next scenario. Don't go too fast, we'll be about a 20 mph limit as we enter the siding there. And as you two service about to depart, you're running a 6-car set actually, so you're running the longer train. Although you're also running the modern stock as well, so... There. Again, bit of a waiting time at the end while we do what we need to do. In my case, I'll be the driver switching ends of the train to the cab, take control, and then getting ready to depart from here shortly. So, wait for that timeout, and then we shall start the next service. Again, bad luck, because presumably we missed out on one stop somewhere just where we didn't leave long enough. Yeah, there's always one missing with these scenarios, I must say. Right, so we'll end that. This was a passenger train. The route was U-Bahn. Scenario was U9 Ginheim to Nida Park. And this was in Germany again. Done. Right. Back to the map. Then again, there should be a way you can clear this somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where exactly. Always on top. File. Oh, clear map. Okay, there is an option. Yes, please. Right. We'll pause that then. We shall go to drive. We'll do the U7 now. Why does it have first class in Tram Metro? Does it? I didn't spot any first class signs, but when we start off our next service, we'll have a quick look. Right, U7. We've got type U3. So we can go for the oldest stock at the moment, which is the Drawyah U3. It's a 30-minute journey, so that's not too bad. Got an orange car at the front. Okay, that's very nice indeed. So we'll go for that one now. So the U3. Afterwards, we'll then do the U2. Sorry, you do U7. Then we'll do the U2. And then after that, I think then bring it to an end. Because that'd be good, what, 2 hours of train sim today? So a bit more than what I normally do. But hey, for a route like this, it is worth it. The Frankfurt U-Bahn is a fantastic scenario. So, we'll go let that load. A few seconds. Right, let's get ready to go. So running the U3 wagon on the U6. U4 apparently. Let me double check that. I'm fairly sure that's next to the right scenario. Because we are crossing over. Yeah. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Yeah, that is correct. Okay. So, let's go prepare this train, shall we? Take control of the cab. We shall start the battery, start the pantograph up. We will close the circuit breaker. And, ooh, okay. Ah, there we go. That's much easier. Right, U7, that is 97 on the screen. We'll also open doors as well, let passengers start boarding. Door controls on this train are here. So, 97. And GL, our destination is Hausen. 3725. Cool. What's the number you gave me? 67. So as promised, we'll use 67 for the service. There's another train coming in now. So we're running the Drawyah set, which is the oldest train that runs on the Frankfurt U-Bahn. And also it comes in the old orange livery as well. So this is a heritage livery from pre-Frankfurt's ownership days. And so we'll give it a few moments before we depart. Should be now anyway. Alright. Make sure the doors are closed. Make sure we're in forwards. And let's get departing. Standard bell, but the whole train is just dated. Welcome Craigie, how you doing? Yeah, welcome Craigie, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How are you doing today? First class, you say? There's no first class from what I can tell, I must admit. Unless you've seen something that I've obviously missed at some points. We're running a, what are we running? We're running a 3-car set, so we're actually going to push up to H3. I should be checking this stuff before I drive, but hey, better late than never. Oh yeah, and also it has the old style open for the outdoors as well. I do like the U3, the Drawyah. Ooh, here we go. Have you driven the newest train yet? If not, we drive on next routes, or we drive the nearest train that hasn't driven. I have driven the newest train, I believe, the Bombardier. If it wasn't newest train, I'll double check it at the. I'll double check it for next route because you want me to do the U2. What rolling stock runs on the U2? I'll double check that. I'm okay. Can't wait for the new Bakerloo line and Q&A. Yeah, the Bakerloo line Q&A. I am also very excited for, especially to find out. How the line's also going to run as well. The Bakerloo and IC are two very good routes, ones that I have been waiting for a little while, so to actually now have it in Train Sim Worlds, it's a good move from Dovetail. I'm glad they have gone for it in the end. Ooh, I never actually started tracking this one, haven't I? Whoops. Ooh. What is going on here? Clear map. Yes. Start. Okay, I've missed the first couple of stations, but hey, it's only a tiny bit. You're a big fan of London Underground. You've been a fan since you were 4. I mean, I live in London myself, so I've ridden the Underground pretty much all of my life, so to actually drive it, big bonus. I mean, there was the Wild Subways Volume 3. Wild Subways 3 is very good. Also, you've got the, what's it called? I'm a bit too fast there. OpenBV's got a fair few underground routes as well. Some are very high quality. So there have been a lot of support for underground routes. It's just that they're kind of spread out over a very, very long distance. But Train Sim Mod 2 definitely is going to be the big jump up for that. I think we're going to see a lot more undergrounds in the future. Not just Dovetail, but for a couple of sims as well. Sorry, just caught in a bit of a message there with well, one of the guys at the Drawyah volunteer at. I mean, I know I should be texting and driving, but hey, who's stopping me? Next station, Schaffelstrasse. Schaffelstrasse. You want to go to the Old Charing Cross Jubilee line? That'd be interesting. I mean, I'd like to go in real world as well. I know that there is a hidden London tours that do go down there, but not very often. The easiest way to do it, become a movie extra, and then hope that the film you've become an extra for actually film in the station. Because it does make quite a few appearances. It appeared in Sherlock Holmes, the BBC series. It made an appearance in the latest James Bond film, Skyfall. I think it was Skyfall it appeared in. Yes, it was. Yeah, it appears in a couple of films, the Charing Cross station, because it is just a modern underground station facility. So to our right is a train depot, and quite a large one as well. Stores a lot of the rolling stock. It's a full-on train care centre, that. Woo! Should have focused on my speed there a little bit more. Yeah, should have focused on my speed there a little bit more. Next station is Johanna Teschplatz. Johanna Teschplatz. Not bad brakes on this thing as well either. Compared to the last train, this is much better, night and day. And so this scenario does take us underground, so we're currently here. Takes us underground, we run alongside the S-Bahn for a little bit, pop out the tunnel on the other side, and our terminus is over here. So we do cross city from east to west. Again, not a bad service by any means. Also at 33 minutes, it's one of the longer routes as well in this pack. So we're now going to enter the tunnel for the first time. Speed limit is at 60, so we'll keep an eye on speed as well, just for a little bit longer. That guy who spotted me in the TikTok video earlier, I've had a look at the video, and he has been very... well, he was definitely excited over that. The guy who's coupling your train is Drawyah. Like I say, whoa, can't press the button now for some reason. There we go. Like I say, that has made my day. The fact that I've now been recognised in a TikTok video. Fair play. I was surprised. I was very surprised when he came up as like, hey, you were one cup in the little train. I like when that happens. Kind of, it's random, but it really does make your day. So, now departing Eisenporthalle Festplatz. Next station is Parlamentsplatz. So one of the old Parliament buildings out here in Frankfurt. Frankfurt for many years was a major city, if not one of the biggest cities in Germany. Especially after the split of Berlin. during the years of the Soviet Union, the West and East German split, Frankfurt was a major city. In fact, the airport is pretty much the hub for Lufthansa. Despite the fact that Berlin is the capital city, Lufthansa, which is the German national flag carrier, don't really operate in Berlin at all. They have the odd flights, but in its current form they're not operating too much. And even when the new airport opens up as well, what's it called? Brandenburg International, their operations will still also be rather limited. Speaking of which, I think Brandenburg actually opens up very soon. They finally have put it all together, and flights will now start there in the next couple of weeks. Next station, Habsburger Alle. Not too far away. Next station is just a stone throw. Ooh, again, apologies for those lag moments. That's just the next chunk loading up. It's one of the few pitfalls of this scenario. Also, the only reason why it has actually got mixed reviews on Steam. I mean, I think it's fantastic, but you have got the other person who has given it a bad review. Hang on, let's do the lights properly. The lights are already on, apparently. Ah, far. That would help, wouldn't it? Ooh, much better. Much better indeed. Oh, doors are closed. Let's get going. Next station is Zoo. I apologise for my nose. It's like that every stream. I keep scratching my nose. It's just so itchy at the moment. I'm not sure if I've got allergies to something that I just don't know of, but I'm going to look into it at some point while my nose keeps just itching. Right. Next station, Zoo. Now, presumably, there's a zoo. So again, a very nice station model. You see the little plaza bit here. Passengers come up the elevator. Got a lift as well. Goes to the back, you've got another one of these little rooms, and then presumably there'll be like an exit on this level. Next station, Konstablerwache. Yeah, we use the big lights. They're much nicer. Ooh, is it the station? Yes, it is. So, at this station and the next station, we now run alongside the S-Bahn. So, we'll bring our train to a halt. We'll open the left-hand side doors. I'm not sure if it's going to time it alright, because you're on the other side of the track. There's two trains that run around a little loop. You're there. You're now departing. Yeah, so unless I wait... Oh no, there's a train coming in now. Yeah, there we go. So, now we have the DBBR4... Hang on, which number is this, sorry? So 423, isn't it? Yeah, DBBR423. So turn out we have I think we've actually ridden this specific train in Train Sim World. We have seen a couple of them similar to this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually wait for this train to depart, which will be in a couple of moments. And then what we will do is we'll run alongside it. So if we go for a slow departure route, keep an ear out for that train because it'll be departing in just a couple of moments himself anyway. And then running parallel alongside it is a lot of fun, I must say. There we go. There we go. Now we'll be to our next station of Hauptwache. And so, it's only for these two stations that you're on in parallel. I lied. No, don't. It's just these two stations that we run in parallel. There's another train coming in now, just there. And on the far side is the other U-Bahn tracks as well. So it's a very large station, massive operation going on here. But I just think this is a rather cool part of the route, where everything runs in parallel. So he's now departing as well. At that point, the line then branches southwards. So our next station is Alte Oper, or they'll go to Taunusanglag. Taunusanglag. I can't pronounce that place. Like most German places, I can't pronounce their names. So, not too far left for us to go. Got a couple more stations before we do terminate. Got another crossing station coming up as well. Actually, not so much of a station. Oh yeah, it is. Bockenheimer. Got high level and low level. Next station is Westend. West End. Again, another station where you've got the upper plaza model as well, to an extent. And just again, the level of detail is just fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. It's fantastic. The guys behind this map really have put together something special. Next station, Bockenheimer Wart. Bockenheimer Wart. There you go, so you got tramline 16 and 36 above. Sorry, tramline 16 and bus 36 above. So, while Frankfurt does still have some of its tram network retained, a lot of it was converted into U-Bahn. So, they dug tunnels underneath the roads and they kind of just push everything on the ground. That way they could sort out their capacity issues as well as run more services out of the streets. There were a few that were retained, but for the most part they were pushed underground. There's a long history of the Frankfurt U-Bahn because it only officially opened in 1968, so it's actually very recent compared to most underground railways. I'm trying to think, when did Helsinki's open? It was like 1963, if I recall correctly. So it's actually one of the newer underground metro networks. London Underground, 156 years old at this point. London Underground really is the oldest, and you can tell when you ride on it. It's not built for the less able people, so wheelchair users, for example, are heavily impacted by its services. They are trying to mitigate a few of those plans, but for a lot of it, it's just really, really inaccessible. And they have got some resolution. So, for example, platforms now have little bumps in them, little humps that. What is this all about? Little humps that have like the right level for the platform. This is the station, isn't it? And yeah, down below there's the lower platform. Very nice. And what number line is this? This is the U7 and 6. Unless they're running on top of one another. No, they're not. That's very strange. I can't explain that. Because we're the U7 right now, so how can that be the U7 as well? I'm not too sure. Anyway, next station is Kirchplatz. Kirchplatz. Yeah, I do like the old Drawyah train. Right. Bell goes ding, means doors are closed. We get to our next station, which is Industryhof. Industryhof. The line then branches and we'll then take the right-hand branch to our destination. Oh yeah, and we're also now on the surface, so no longer on the underground bits. We're outside the main central part of the route, and outside of the central Frankfurt. We get to enjoy a bit of scenery now as we come to our terminus. Train comes to our halts. You can see there, the two signals are straight now, so we are not yet cleared to depart. And then the track, I presume, is done to the right, isn't it? Because that's where we then come to our terminus, which it does. There's a train just there, creating the siding right now. Signal is now green, so at the very least on the map we're cleared to go. And there you go. Line has gone diagonal as well, so the points have set. And we are now allowed to depart. Nice train, thank you very much, Sophie. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. There you go, it's now coming into Grossneckerstrasse, which is a fairly staggered platform. And then Hausen, which is our next station, also where the train terminates. Yes, got that correct as well. We're running a 3-car set, or at least 3 train sets. That's 1, there's a gap in the middle, 2, gap 3. And also, as you can see here, so the train come in 2 car sets, and then because this is an ends car at both of them, there's no gangway, there's no open, it's just a massive jump between the 2 trains. And so the newer trains have got proper gangways that do kind of bridge across them all. Right, so let's get going. Oh, that had me there for a second, a bit scared. I thought it was like a glitch in the pavement, but nope. It's just a raised bit of floor for passengers and pedestrians to walk over. Track is clear, so we're allowed to go. And here is our final station of Hausen. We'll be on the left-hand track, I presume. Not too bad. Expect to train some more too. Definitely excited. It's what, 3 weeks ago now until it comes out. Also 3 weeks until until Microsoft Flight Simulator comes out as well. So if you like transport, August is going to be a very good month for this. Well, we're now at our terminus, so once again we'll then switch cabs, jump to the other sides, we'll take control. And there we go. I glitched out the doors there. Whoops. Anyhow, there we go. Scenario complete. So this one actually did detect all of the doors in the end. There you go. 20 out of 20. We got one. Alright, so ends that. Why can I not share this one this time? It's very strange. Like I said, I don't fully understand Third Rails map. There's a few things that probably could do a bit better, but who knows? Have a quick look. Point of interest, route path, skin, analyst, normal broadcast info. If I clicked on that, Drawyah, that's fine. Oops, has it deleted it? Yes, it has. Okay, so we've lost that one in terms of progress, but hey, I'm not going to fuss. Right, we'll do one more service, the U2, and then we'll bring the stream today to an end, because it's been an hour and 40 minutes we've been streaming so far. I do need to make dinner after this as well. Be a late dinner for me tonight. Right, U2, it's a 33-minute service, so it's a long one again. We've got the Bombardier Flex City, or the okay, so go to the Bombardier Flex City, since that is the newest train on the route. Where is it? Sudenbahnhof to Gonzeinheim. Okay, we'll do that. What do I think of the new hard control setup? The control setup I'm not so fussed about because I use keyboard anyway, so controllers I don't particularly mind. I presume it's good. In terms of new HUDs, the HUD I'm loving. It's clean, it's modern, it's slick. I do like the looks of it. Yeah. Very excited for Train Sim Mod 2. The routes, well, graphically it's the same as current Train Sim Mod, but the routes especially are going to be good. The new adhesion and driving feeling as well, that's going to be rather nice. There's a lot to be excited for in the new train simulator. The Flex TDs on Nottingham trams, do they now? Very interesting. To be fair, because well, they are the newer Bombardier stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if they launch them out all over the world. I mean, I'm trying to think, do Helsinki use... No, Helsinki use old Transtech trams. They also use Skoda as well for a lot of their stuff, but yeah, the Flexity, I'm sure, spread out quite a bit around the world. But I don't know about Nottingham. I didn't even know Nottingham had a tram system, if I'm going to be totally honest. How big is the network? How much does it span? Again, I love the screenshot of the old massive whistle board. The Western Lines of Scotland, interesting. I'll look into that actually. Here we go. Right, so we'll start the tracker again. That will then ping us to our current location, just on Frankfurt Main Sword, so just south of the station. Take control of the train. Battery on. Pantographs up. Circuit breaker closed. We are the U2, so it'll be line 92. Give me a number between 1 and 99. Any number. It's 23 to Goggenheim. So tiny. It's right top of the screen as well, so you have to try and really find. Here you go. 716. That'll do. 62. So we'll be train number. So it's right now is 00. We are now 62. Right, let's get going. Training forwards. Throttle active. So yeah, with the new Bombardier stuff, acceleration's much faster, braking's much faster as well, so no need to worry about any of the starting and stopping on this service. How many cars are we running? We're running a 4-car set, I believe, so actually we're going to have to go right to the end of the platform. Well, that is very interesting. Means our stops have to be oh so accurate before we end up leaving half our train out. So we're running 1, 2, brake, 3, yeah, 4-car set. Interesting. Sounds like, does that sound like an ICE3 really? To be fair, I'm not quite sure what an ICE3 sounds like, so I guess that's that. Right, let's get ready to depart. Doors closed. And let's get going. Price units at 70 right now, so again a chance to stretch the train's legs a bit. So the unlock doors are supposed to open all doors, so I can open all in sequence now. Again, I love this guy, how relaxed he is on this train. They're very, very nicely modelled trains. The amount of detail in these is sublime. Alright, so we're now departing Schweizer Platz. Now we're going to be crossing underneath the river again, so expect to say down the hill bit of track. We'll go underneath the river, and then we'll start going up again as soon as you cross that. Yeah, Willy-Brandt-Platz, next station, after a bit of a climb up again. One thing that Sim is missing is interiors. It has interiors to go third person, but in first person it's just nothing. It would be nice to see interiors for sure in Sim, although I'm not too sure what development's like it is at the moment. Have they stopped developing, or are they still creating stuff for it? Will there be a Sim 3? Because I've got Sim 2. It costs like 70p on the Google Play Store, so I couldn't say no to that. Especially for someone who actually got BV working on mobile as well. And it's no small challenge for sure. But yeah, I'm not sure. Are they still developing it? Will there be a Sim 3 at any point, perhaps? So we've got U2 right there, which is also our current service. Oh, that's our train, sorry. Yeah, U3 to Sudbahnhof. That's the other train here right now. Next station, Hauswatch, which again is where the S-Bahn, sorry, the S-Bahn and U-Bahn meet. And we're in the last scenario doing the parallel running with it. Well, trains drive. Hang on, let me stop train first and I'll read the messages. Well, trains drive, the 3 come out of the blue, so you never know. Not quite sure what I mean by that, if I'm totally honest. Let's go up to the high level. The high level platform's the more interesting one. There's no train here at the moment. All 4 platforms are empty, but don't expect to be see quiet for too long. Okay. Maybe it is completely dead here. Oh well, we have a train to run. Next station, Eichenheimer Tor. See, Eichenheimer, I can now say it. I don't know why I struggled so much the last time I was passing through there. Eichenheimer. Right, and now we depart. So we're going to be underground for a few more stops. Eventually, we will then break out over the tunnel. Yeah, we're going to be driving along the majority of the map. So it's not a short route, this one. The U2, one of the longest. I think the U1 is the longest route on the Frankfurt U-Bahn, followed by the U7, then the U2. But again, I could be wrong with those right there. Bergweg. And there I am in my driver's cab, my dead face, my stone cold hands. Let's make sure I've actually got the lighting on properly as well. Where is the lighting panel? Good question, Drawyah. Yeah. Here's what it is. Right, let's get going. Ooh, perhaps I should close the doors. Right. So, our train out of parts. Next station is Heishausenstrasse. And now it departs. Again, the Bombardier. It's a nice train to drive. Like I said, the brakes and accelerations are nice and easy to handle. And even with the full 4-train set, right, we're running 8 cars at the moment, it's not difficult at all to drive.
Aus technischen Gründen kann an der Station Uniquelle-artiges Allee die letzte Tür dieses Zuges nicht geöffnet werden.
The announcements are new. I don't recall hearing those before, I must admit. So it's a little bit too short. Go a bit more forward and then we'll stop. Yeah, the announcements I don't recall hearing before. Even on these scenarios. For some reason I can get to the main door panel there, so let's go for the backup. Door goes ding. Let's go forward. So let's see. Does the announcement sound for the next station, or is that just a one-off for the entire stream? Because I believe there is a way that you can actually do it. There is going to be a button somewhere that enables.
Station Obereschbach. Umsteigemöglichkeit zu den Buslinien des Stadtverkehrsbad Homburg. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
So there is an announcement. So you press the play button and it actually plays it. Okay. I don't think that was the right station. I need to double check that, but that's interesting. That is very interesting indeed. We're on the surface now, so probably start using more of the selective door opening as opposed to the main door opening. The reason I did it on that station is because for some reason it didn't want to open a little bit too far forward on the platform here, I must admit, but not terrible. Again, running a full force train set, so I do need to be very careful with my braking at this point. Another thing I'd like in Sim is a free camera. I'm not so sure about a free cam in Sim. Mainly, how is it going to work on a mobile simulator? And with a lot of BV routes as well, textures are only one-sided, so if you're looking behind you, it just looks ugly. So, free cam, I'm not so sure on. Interiors, though, I would like to see. Next station, Fritz Tarnhofstrasse. Yeah, it's not going to play anymore of the announcements. That was a one-off by the looks of things. Perhaps I've set it up wrong, perhaps there's something that I'm missing out on. But either way, that was a bit of a cool little extra feature. So, let's have a look. We're currently at stop 12. We have 23 in total, so we're about halfway through the route right now. We're just over halfway. That's an old Shell petrol station there. You can tell by the red and yellow, sorry, colouring there. Not sure why I said white. I must be going blind now. Hugelstrasse, next station. This one is staggered. Our stop is just before the road. So I'm watching the lights there. At the moment it is straight, because again both trains will be passing through that. So red light on the main driver as well, so we'll see. We're now departing. That light goes green for the cars. That train is still at station for a little bit longer, although now departing. They're a U8 service to Südbahnhof. Speed limit is at 60 at the moment. Now, next station, Lindenbaum, just around the corner. just even the ambience. It's peaceful, it's quiet, there's an aeroplane in the background somewhere flying into Frankfurt airports. It's very nice. Next station, Weissenstein. Near a church somewhere. We can't see it, but there is a sound source for it somewhere for sure. But again, just look how beautiful this route is. It's a little German town. We are in Frankfurt. We are within the main centre city bit. Just look at it. You got the bus there. You got the train sitting in the background. The houses. It's just a phenomenal route. This. Certainly up there with the best on Train Simulator. Certainly up there with the best. Next station, Heidenheim, which is where the bus terminus and train siding was. Again, quite a lot to load here, so the frames do take a little bit of a killing. There goes a U2 service, so same bus, but this time going to the Bahnhof. We're clear to go. Let's get going. Got 6 more stations to go. Sandel Mall, next station. Oh, what's that? Beta nicht Einstein. Interesting. So now it says out of service on the front there. That isn't like, you can go up as well. Did not know that. I'm just finding stuff out now. It's right at the end of the stream. Okay, so you can actually have a closer look. What was the destination again? 716. That's better. Right, let's get going. So now leaving the main central part of Frankfurt, it's going to start getting more rural at this point. Our next station, just coming up now, is Marathon Vitel. Rijweise Marathon Vitel. There's another U2 service. Quite a lot of these at the moment, given especially that we are running parallel as well to the U8s. Is Trains Mod Great Western Express worth it? For me personally, Great Western Express is my personal favourite route in Train Simulator. It's a very nice service. Okay, graphically it's not the best. It is the original Train Simulator DLC. So you had CSX Heavy Haul, which was the base game, and Great Western Express was the first DLC to ever release onto it. So it is old, it is dated, but for me personally, it is still one of my favourites. It is still up there with top level Train Simulator. It's my first stream, but you're watching on YouTube. My first stream. Ah, no worries. Hi there, Terrell. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, glad you always enjoy the content. Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's 60 at the moment, so actually going a little bit too fast. Bring it back a tiny bit the speed limits now. But yeah, Great Western Express, I personally would say is worth it, but do be aware as well that is also the oldest. Next station, Calabach, now coming up. And so this is now running on the same line running on earlier, which was the more rural track. So here's the level crossings that we watched operate. Now I've got a good feeling that they will open as soon as the train comes to a stop, because there's no train on the other platform, and therefore they will need to operate. Same as the one ahead of us right now. Those barriers have just closed. That signal is just set for the main line. So if we're quick enough, there you go, so they should open just a couple of moments. Lights will then all turn green, and cars will be able to drive. Very nice indeed. And there's a little bit of a traffic jam as the cars that were waiting clear up, but after that, nice and free-flowing traffic. Doors all close. Signals clear to trace ahead. So let us now depart. Next station is Bonnemes Mitte, followed by Nida Park, and then it's Ober Eichbach before we pull into the depot. Well, it's not really a depot, it's more of a siding. There was a U8 train there. There you go, so these level crossings are now closed. A few vehicles starting to line up and wait. And a couple moments will be clear to the parts. Let's get going. Buffering. No worries, man. Next station, just coming around the corner now. Welcome to Nida Park. Nida Park. So, so here we terminate, or is it the next stop? Yeah, so go to Obereichberg, which is the next station ahead. And then we pull into the stop here at Guggenheim. Gunzenheim, sorry. Yeah, it makes sense. Sorry, just that shadow confused me there. I saw the doors close on the left-hand side. I just realised the sun's to my right, so of course the doors will close on that side. That's just how the shadows act. There's an old Drawyah train. That was a Siemens, sorry, not a Drawyah. Drawyah's even older than that. 3 generations: Drawyah, Siemens, and Bombardier. We got a chance to drive all 3 of them in stream as well actually today, so that worked out very nicely in the end. So, yeah, look how rural we are, miles away from Frankfurt, close to Bad Homburg at this point. 10 miles coming up to now, 15 kilometres. There you go, arriving at Obereichberg. Oh, there you go, that's what it stands for. Verkehrsgeldstrasse, Frankfurt am Main. Welcome Norwegian, how you doing? You've put us right to the end of the stream because our next station is our final station. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Gosenheim, our next and final station. It's actually a crazy thing that these stations are so close to each other. We just spent the last couple of minutes going crazy speeds over crazy distances. Whoa! Should have been more aware of that point there. 25-mile-per-hour speed limit. Let's slow down a bit, shall we? Whoops. I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad at all. And that will do. Doors open left. Passengers all board and deboard. And that will bring to an end our Frankfurt U-Bahn. Sorry, yeah, Frankfurt U-Bahn stream for today. Like I say, it's a very good route. It's a lot of fun to drive, and it really is up there with some of the best in a train simulator. There's a bit of a delay. Train terminates here. All change, please. All change. Yeah, it's like, no, 19 out of 22. That was a few than that was a miss. 12 times while unloading. 20. Yeah, whatever. I control the doors, not the sim. Yeah, okay. I wonder if I can actually pop it up on the store. If you're just going to do anything awkward. Let's have a look for Frank. Okay, you can do. So it's $27.99. The Frankfurt U-Bahn add-on route. It's a lot of fun. One I do highly recommend, especially if it's on sale as well. You can get yourself a really good shot of that. So, yeah. Thank you all guys for watching the stream today. I wish you all a great rest of your week. On Saturday morning, we'll do another flight sim stream. Not sure what route I'll do just yet. Probably something in a Ryanair. It's been a while since I last flew 7.3, so yeah, I'd like to do something in a 7.3 today, on Saturday. But, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your evening. I'm off to make dinner. Is Just Trains dessert? Didn't know that. That's definitely one of the better Just Trains routes, I must say. Cool. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.